Hey everyone, I hope you are doing well. It's been a while since I last did some Go Battle League videos, but here I am again. This is a team that you all should pretty much know by now. It is a Swampert and double flyer team. As you guys might know, in PV Poke, this team is one of the most used teams, but of course they use Pidgeot instead of Altaria, and got a little bit of inspiration from running this team by a fellow content creator named Pogo Grind. So if you guys want to check out his channel, definitely please feel free to do that. And yeah, he makes great content showcasing a bunch of awesome teams in the Go Battle League. And he actually ran the team with the Altaria in the back, so instead of the Pidgeot here. So this is what I'm going to be using for my set of battles here. And I was able to get a 4-1 with this set of battles. So again, just for a recap, the premise of the team is a Swampert in the lead, of course, to protect the back two flyers against any steel and rock types. And of course, the two flyers will help protect the Swampert from any grass types. So the team consists of Swamperts on the lead, Noctowl as the designated safe swap, and Altaria in the back instead of Pidgeot. And of course, all the moves are the pretty standard ones, as you can see. And yeah, and also notice that I did use a new set of gifts here. Of course, I can't take any credit for these gifts. These have been graciously provided by someone else, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish commentary on this battle here. The Altaria is up against this Defense Deoxys, and for the lead, the Swampert was up against the Shadow Vic, which is a bad lead, and then the Noctowl was taken out by a Bastiodon. So that's kind of what this team is here. So with the Altaria, I can take moves from this Deoxys defense, no problem, but I do want to save some health for the Shadow Victory Bell when it does come back in. So I did end up shielding the Thunderbolt earlier, and I think Thunderbolt and Psycho Boost do around the same to an Altaria. But in any case, I'm able to reach the back-to-back Sky attacks here, and this is going to grab the shield for the first one, and then I have the second one locked and loaded, and that is going to be taking care of the Shadow Vic. So even though I'm hard countered on the lead and on the safe swap, I'm still able to pull out the win here. Hopping into the next battle, we have Swampert into Altaria. So this is another bad lead. I'm going to swap right away into the Noctowl and see what the opponent wants to do here. So the Altaria is deciding to stay in, which is also telling me here that they do not have a direct response to a flyer, or at least they don't have a good response. Which means that they may be either single weak or double weak to a flying type in the back. So if that's the case, then I do need to decide to preserve shields for my Altaria in the back. So their Altaria does commit a shield, which is interesting. So again, this is reading that there is something in the back that is weak to a flyer. And I do actually double shield their Noctowl, which is, again, very interesting. So I'm just going to throw a Sky Attack here. They're out of shield at this point. And then this is going to be chipping the Altaria a little bit. And at this point, knowing that they double shielded their Altaria, I can just come back in with the Swampert and just let the Altaria soak up, let the Altaria fire out some energy onto my Swampert. I will commit one shield though, just in case they end up having something that's also weak to Swampert in the back. But in any case, I'm just going to go ahead and shield this next Sky Attack, throw 4 Mud Shots here, and then I'm going to get the guaranteed KO here with the Hydro Cannon, even though it's a resisted move, but at this range should still be enough to KO. So going to go ahead and throw a Hydro Cannon here after a couple Mud Shots against an opposing Swampert that comes out. So this is fine. My Altaria can do pretty well against this. And what do they have in the back? I'm going to bring in Altaria, and they actually do have a Medicham. So yeah, as you can see, there was something in the back that didn't want to see the flyer at all. So I'm going to let this first move go. I can definitely tank one Ice Punch here from this Medicham. It does a little bit more than half, but that is fine. There's a little bit of lag here. You love to see it. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Moonblast just to guarantee the KO. Here, could have just thrown a Sky Attack and gotten some more farm, but I was also afraid that they would be able to get to another Ice Punch. But anyway, this is fine. I'm going to go ahead and let this move go. Hydro won't even KO, and then the Swampert won't really be able to much shot me down anyway. So as you can see here, they're at the back-to-back Hydros, and I will commit the shield on this one. And all I need to do here is just reach a Sky Attack, and this is definitely going to be more than enough here to KO the Swampert. So that is a great game, very well played to my opponent there. I was able to read that they were weak in the back to flyers, and that proved to be correct here. And hopping into the next battle, we have another Swampert mirror. So this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and stay in here for a little bit and see what they want to do. I'm going to go for the extra here. I know my Swampert is not the greatest in terms of PPIVs here in the Great League. As you can see here, it's a pretty bad ranked one. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Hydro Cannon of my own when building up to the Earthquake. So I'm going to force a shield, and at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and swap into Noctowl and see what they want to do here. They do decide to eventually safe swap into their own Noctowl, so it could potentially be a double flyer team as well. Not quite sure just yet, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and play this match out. We're just going to go ahead and throw Sky Attacks here. That is the move of choice. And of course, their Noctowl is going to be able to get off a Sky Attack here. This is going to again get some chip damage here. Going to throw the next one right here. This is again going to be getting the Noctowl into the red. So their Noctowl, after a couple more wing attacks, is going to go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack of their own. It's going to get us deep into the red. Then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and fire my Sky Attack right away. Could have overfarmed by like 1 or 2 wing attacks, but that's fine. I'm just going to get rid of the Noctowl here and flip switch. And they come in with an Alolan Ninetales, so this is actually pretty bad. I do have to come in with Swampert, so luckily I did bank some energy here. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Hydro Cannon here right on the CMP tie. Knowing that I have a high attack Swampert, I am able to win most CMP ties here. So that's actually a good thing about this, about running a high V Swampert, but I will take a lot more damage. So they do come back into a Swampert, and I'm able to catch their Hydro on my Altaria. So this is great. Now I'm just going to go ahead and let the Altaria soak up all the damage here. This is fine. They can throw another Hydro Cannon here. Altaria's a little bit thick here, so just going to go ahead and continue to eat these Hydro Cannons. So this is fine. They can throw one more Hydro Cannon here. This will get me into the red, but that is again fine. So I'm going to try to make an ambitious farm down here to leave with energy to throw against the Alolan Ninetales, and I am luckily able to farm down. So that's great. I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Sky Attack here right away up against the Ninetales, and then I have to swap right away into, well actually I couldn't because the switch timer wasn't up yet, but I just need 2 more Hydro Cannons, and again this is a CMP tie that luckily I was able to win. And yep, that is going to be enough to take out the Shadow Ninetales. Great game, well played to my opponent. Hopping into the next battle, we have Swampert up against an Oranguru. Haven't seen one of these in a while. And then also you love to see the weak connection here, of course. Now I decided to go for an extra Not quite sure why I did that here against Sarangaroo, but they will fire off a foul play. Now I'm just going to go ahead and throw one more Mud Shot and then go ahead and go for a Hydro Cannon here. Definitely could have thrown an Earthquake, but that's fine. I'm able to spam out these pretty quickly, and that's fine. I accidentally threw on alignments, not the greatest, but nonetheless, I'm going to throw this Hydro Cannon, and that will take out the Oranguru. So I'm going to swap right away, and they actually come in with a Shadow Hitmonchan, which is definitely pretty interesting. That means that, again, they're staying in also, so that means that they don't necessarily have the hardest response here to a Flyer. So they actually don't really, but they have a Marshtomp, so that's actually interesting. So that's also not really a good matchup here. Shadow Marshtomp. So they're going to shield this one here, and I'm just going to go ahead and let this go. The Noctowl has done its job, and at this point I can just come in with Swampert because the Altaria can deal with the Medicham in the back. So it's going to go ahead and fire off the Hydro Cannon as soon as I get it. So that is fine. This is going to pressure their last shield, and at this point I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Hydro Cannon here on the CMP tie. And again, because I have a high attack IV Swampert, I'm able to win the CMP. So I'm going to swap back out, and then the Altaria is up against the Medicham, and then there's nothing the opponent can do. Good game, well played to my opponent here. Hopping into the next battle here, we have a Swampert up against a Medicham. So I have two better responses. I'm going to swap right away into the Noctowl, and they are going to be able to throw an Ice Punch here, so I can tank this no problem. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go. And they actually come with an Umbreon, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and throw Sky Attacks here. You don't want to throw Shadow Balls against the Umbreon. It's going to be resisted. So it's going to be continuing to build up some more energy and throw the next Sky Attack right here. This is going to start to get the Umbreon into the yellow. But of course, Umbreon is pretty thick. You will need at least 4 Sky Attacks to take out this thing. So I'm going to let this go at this point. Noctowl has done its job. But I'm able to reach another Sky Attack, but again, because of lag, which is unfortunate, hate to see it, not able to get off the next move here. So that's unfortunate. Going to wait on my timer right here and come in with Swampert and start to throw energy here. And yeah, just going to go ahead and soak this damage. The foul play will do a little bit of damage here against the Swampert. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Hydro Cannon right here as soon as I get to it, or farm by another one Mud Shot, and that will take out the Umbreon here. I'm going to go ahead and throw another Hydro Cannon here at this Medicham, see what they have in the back. And unfortunately for me, they end up having a Shadow Granbull. So this is not what I wanted to see, and unfortunately for me, this is going to be a good game. Not much I can do here. The Granbull is going to charm me down and also charm down the Swampert because I was dry on energy. Didn't end up having a move on the Swampert to threaten the last shield, and I do end up losing the game with 2 shields. So can't win them all, but that's going to be a great game for my opponent. Very well played. So yeah, that was the team. Swampert Double Flyer, definitely a highly recommended team, and one that I can confidently say you should be able to run and get some wins as long as you know what to do with certain matchups and whatnot. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know how you like this new format with the animated GIFs. Also, if you have a chance, please feel free to give this video a like and subscribe. Any supports will really help the channel. And of course, you can also hit the notification bell so you will know when the next video from me is up next. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.